Hi there my lovelies, and welcome to my channel Feathers from Heaven Tarot. So today's pick a card is going to be about your future spouse or future partner. So it's going to be messages from them. So we're going to try and get some messages from your future partner, your future spouse, and kind of see what we get. So there's no actual questions that I'm going to ask. I'm just going to kind of see what messages come through. So we'll get some tarot, oracles, and some messages that were channeled. And yeah, so we're not going to do a pick a card, so we're just going to do a pick a charm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up for you, and I just want you to pick the charm that you are most drawn to. So hopefully you can see them. So select the charm that is calling out to you the most. So this will be pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And I'll see you in your reading. Hi there my lovely pile number 1, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected this charm here. So already what I'm getting in terms of messages from your future spouse from this charm is that they're saying that you guys will be able to navigate through anything in life. So it's going to be whatever life throws at you both. They're trying to say that they'll be able to navigate you and them, so the both of you, through any rough seas, any kind of rough patches, and they understand that life has ups and downs, but you know, it's easy to be together, communicate and have fun whilst, you know, things are going well. But when things don't go so well, you know, they'll make sure that they'll, you know, do their best to put in energy into the relationship to navigate through any rough seas or any difficult period or any difficult time. So that's kind of a message I got instantly. I'm also going to shuffle some messages, and so we'll pull out the messages before I'll go and pull out your oracle and tarot. So let's put this away. Okay, so just to let you all know, even though it says a future spouse reading, it's for any, if you don't want to get married, it's for your next future long-term partner or your next committed relationship, so long-term relationship. Okay, so don't worry if the future spouse doesn't resonate with you. This is still your reading for your future partner. Okay, so let's see for pile number 1. So your future partner, spouse, is saying, I am always here for you. So they will always be here for you, as we mentioned earlier, even if you're going through any difficulties, or the relationship's going through any difficulties, or there's any hard decisions to be made. They just want you to be aware that they will always be there for you. We have so much in common. So your future spouse feels like there's things that you guys do have in common. So it could be that you have the same outlook in life, or you both have the same morals. It doesn't have to be activities or hobbies, but for some of you it might actually be activities. So you might both be into sports or a particular sport, or you both might be sort of an active couple that like to go out and actually do activities together. So we have can't wait to see you again. So I feel that's a message for especially when you guys first meet. They're going to be feeling like they can't wait to see you again. And in addition to that, I feel like they're going to feel so close to you that even if you have times apart or you have a weekend. Okay, sorry, my camera cut out for a second. So can't wait to see you again. I feel like when you guys have time apart and you know, say you're doing your own thing at the weekend, for the week, evening, you know, whatever it is during the relationship, they're gonna feel like they can't wait to see you again. They'll be excited for you guys to get together, so then you can do fun activities again. I want to support and protect you in a healthy way, of course. So again, they feel quite protective over you in a healthy way. So what that means is they are mindful of your mental well-being and your physical well-being. And if they feel like, you know, you're doing something, or you are going to maybe say, I don't know, say you haven't been too well, but you sort of want to go bungee jumping at the weekend, so then they might say to you, actually, I don't think you should do that, look after yourself, I think you should stay home this weekend and just rest, have some, you know, hot honey tea, lemon, and just chill. So that's what I mean about being protective. And you know, if they feel like something's gonna be harmful, then they will, you know, intervene or make their feelings clear. And they just want to support you in terms of your decisions that you make in life. So say you want to change your career, or you now want to start a qualification or a course, so it could be for just your own personal development or your development for work. They'll support you. So we have, wow, that's all I can say. So they're going to find you really attractive when they first see you, and also you're going to be, I feel there's going to be, you know, you're constantly going to surprise them throughout the relationship. So when I say surprise them, you might decide, you know, that you want to go and suddenly you're into tap dancing, and they're like, oh wow, you know, that's really good, I didn't know that you enjoyed tap dancing. And you might be like, well, I didn't, but it's something that's been calling me lately. So you're constantly going to be surprising them. So let's see what else. One more message. In addition to as I mentioned, they're going to find you very attractive, not just at the start of the relationship, but I feel like throughout the relationship. For some of you, you might change your look, you might change your style. So you are so kind, loving, and I love your heart, and I want to marry you. So yeah, they feel like you are a very kind individual. They like the way that you interact. They just want to say that, you know, I like the way that you interact with animals and with children, and how you respect just people around you. I just feel like you've got a really kind, open heart. And they're going to want to marry you. For those that where marriage resonates pretty much straight away, they're going to know that's what they want when they first meet you, when you guys start talking and interacting. So these are the initial messages that I'm getting from your future spouse. So now I'm going to get some tarot. Let's just leave that here. Okay. Not tarot, let's get some oracle cards. For pile number 1, let's see messages from the future spouse or the future partner. Messages from the future spouse or future partner for pile number 1. Oops. Just get one more. So I feel like they want to say how proud they are of you, how amazing they find you in terms of your optimism. So they feel like you are a very optimistic person, but they want to say that they themselves are very optimistic, so you kind of match each other's energy. They like to look at the glass half full. They also like to see the brighter side of life, of things. Sorry guys, the table's a bit wobbly, let me stop. Okay, so they are very optimistic in terms of generally, in terms of where they're going, they go, and they kind of want that in the relationship as well. They want the relationship just to always be full of optimism, always like having a positive mental attitude. And they understand that that can't always be the case, because life does have its ups and downs. But regardless of that, generally, the fact that if they feel like, because you are so optimistic and they are, then that's over, what's the word that I want to say, that basically tips the balance for days that are not so great. So what that means is, when you're going through a hard time, because you've put so much energy into the relationship of joy, happiness and positive energy, then that carries the relationship forward. Okay, so they feel like this relationship is true love. They've never experienced anything like that before. They want to say how beautiful they feel you are, regardless of gender. They especially love your mind. They especially love the way that you communicate, not just with others, but with yourself. They feel like you have a positive self-talk, and they really admire that about you, because most people, or a lot of the times, people they've met or do have a lot of insecurities, and they understand that everyone does have insecurities, but you don't allow that to be overbearing. So you generally try to look at what you do like about yourself, your style, or your hobbies, your interest, and they find that really amazing. They also feel like you are someone that will always want to grow, and they really admire that you're always wanting to grow and expand, not just your energy but your knowledge as well. And you're always like, if you're not reading, you're watching self-development videos, and you are constantly kind of upgrading yourself. They feel like you are so light-hearted. They feel like the relationship is very light. It's not kind of a dense energy. So because there is no issues in terms of hang-ups, they feel like it's just pure ultimate bliss. They feel like your light, you have an inner light that shines, and for some of you it's because you've done a lot of your inner work, or you're continuously doing shadow work, or you are continuously trying to understand when things are not resonating with you, why it's not resonating for others. It's you're happy to let go of things that no longer serve you, and because of that you do not have baggage, and you are kind of, your energy feels light and healing, and that's really what they want to say to you. So one of the messages they really, I feel like saying, is they're really grateful they found you. You kind of have an angelic light around you. You are your energy is very healing. Being in your presence is healing to them. They feel really calm, they feel optimistic, they feel really happy. And they just find you to be a real breath of fresh air. Okay, let's see what other messages I can get. Let's get a couple here. So we have air, open-minded, objectivity and learning. And then we have the 12th house with spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service and healing. So this confirms the messages that were coming through. So they basically feel like you are someone that's very open-minded. You'll look at things objectively, so you won't take things personally. In addition to that, with the learning, they feel like you're constantly wanting to learn. So where you don't understand information, or you don't get a, like for example, if you don't get a particular culture, you don't understand it. So say your partner's friend is, their best friends from a country that you're not familiar with, then you will try and learn about their culture. You will try to learn about them, their country, what they do and things like that, the language they speak, and just their culture in general. So you are very open-minded. You're always wanting to learn, understand, expand, and they absolutely feel they love that about you. And with the learning, again, you're always wanting to expand your knowledge. You're always wanting to take on new information, or take on, some of you, it might be additional responsibilities at work. So you are looking to expand in that manner and learn your craft. And for some of you, they love, you know, the time that you put into your work. They feel like you've got really good work ethic. Or you know, if it's not in your career, then it could be within your education, and how you're able to balance work and also study as well. So with the 12th house, it's all about spirituality, the unseen. It's also about, you know, overcoming obstacles. And then we've got karma here as well. So they do find you to be a very spiritual person. So this pile, you're coming across as someone that's very spiritual. So it might look different for all of you. So for some of you, you might actually be reading some sort of spiritual book. So it doesn't have to be, you know, in terms of the laws of attraction, because that's quite diverse in, you know, what they are. So it's not just the law of attraction, for example. You know, we got polarity, we got materialism and things like that. So for some of you, you're actually learning all of that, understanding it, implementing it into your own life. For others, you could be listening to specific people on YouTube, getting a good understanding and learning from them in terms of you know, how to better live, such as, you know, an example might be like Abraham Hicks or something like that. So that might resonate for some, not all. Okay, obviously if you know who I'm talking about, that would resonate for those of you. For others, I do also feel like you are very caring towards your family members, so your niece, nephews, and they see that about you. You are someone that's, you know, always wanting to lend a hand, or wanting to like offer your time, your service to help others, and they just find that really magical. They just see you as a very deep person, not someone that's very superficial. You're, you know, someone that's multifaceted. Okay, so let's see what else we can get in terms of your tarot. Let's get a couple of tarot. See what other message wants to come through from your future spouse, future partner. Ooh. So the star's just fallen on the floor. So you got the star card, so they see you as someone that's very attractive. You're basically like a star in their eyes, your dream come true. So they're like, you know, they're feeling like, oh my god, you're a dream come true. I can't believe you've come into my life. I can't believe how special I am to have found you. You know, you're kind of a rare gem. Let's see what else we get. Okay, I'm not doing reversals. So they're saying that with the Page of Wands there, they're saying that they love your passion for life, they love your passion for they love your creativity, they love the fact that you have so many creative ideas. And for some of you, you might actually be actively creative, so you might have a YouTube channel or social media platform where you share your content, and they find that so amazing. They find it amazing the fact that you're always updating your content, you're making your content relevant, you're also just not you are honoring your creative ideas, and they absolutely find that amazing. They also like the way that you can find time to rest or spend time with them as well. They feel like you're constantly filling your own cup, so you're not codependent, and the relationship isn't codependent, and they love that about the relationship, that it's not a codependent relationship, that they're able to go off and, you know, fulfill their own wants and needs in terms of their creativity, or their, you know, or, you know, whatever it is that obviously fills their cup. It might, or their spiritual learning themselves, but they like the way that because of that, your relationship feels like it's continually revived with new energy. It's constantly feeling like it's full of love, and it feels like even on the down days, you're both able to take some time out, you're both able to talk about the situation. So even if you come into any sort of conflict, you both take the time out to really ground yourself, think about what you're going to say before you speak. So I don't feel like they're saying they like the way that you don't lash out. The relationship is not one that where you both lash out at each other. If you don't agree, you both come to a calm collective agreement. And they're just, for the females watching, they feel like they want you to be the mother of their children, and they want you to have children, they want to have a big family, they want you just to be someone that doesn't have to work so hard. So with the support and protective card that came up earlier, they're saying that they want to support you so even if you do get pregnant or have children, then that's the card. So even if you do have children and get pregnant, then they will look after your mental and physical well-being. You know, it's not like they're going to make you work all the way to the end if you don't want to. If you do want to work, obviously that's totally up to you, but they're going to want you to feel safe and happy. That's their main concern during your pregnancy. For some, this person actually, you know, I'll have to say the message, they want a son, but that's coming out, so that might just resonate for some. If it doesn't resonate, then obviously just leave that message. That's a specific message that's come out for someone or some of you. Let's see what other message is coming through. They just want you to know that they believe that rest and relaxation is really important, and no matter what happens throughout the relationship, it's something that they're going to want to emphasize. So it might be that they decide that they want to go away for the weekend, throughout the, during the relationship, or throughout the relationship at various times, or go away for the week. Holidays very important for them. And also for some of you, that's that this would be a, that will resonate. This person's very spiritual or religious, so that might be something that they are growing, so in terms of their knowledge and their faith. So this will look different for everyone in terms of that. And it's something that they feel is very important, just to have grounding in life and just to be able to bring up a family. Okay, so I feel like that's all that's coming through for you, pile number 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to pull some charms if you'd like. So if you've got headphones on, you might want to turn this down. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have the bat, the seahorse, the turtle, we have a cat and a bird, and then we've got an anchor and a mermaid. So these are your charm. Okay, so I feel like with the turtle, they feel like there's never any rush to do anything or get anything completed. They want to have a calm, relaxed relationship where there's no hurry, for example, to have children, or there's no hurry to buy a house, or there's no hurry to get a car. They just want things to happen naturally and for the relationship to evolve naturally as it goes through. They feel like they just want to keep the relationship youthful in terms of the attitude that you both have. They just want it to be light-hearted, and they just feel like it is that, because of the way that you both communicate with each other. It's a very light-hearted relationship. What else do we have? So they want to say that they're very loyal. With the seahorse, they're someone that's very, very loyal. I think that's a dog, cat, sorry, a cat. So we've got 3 cats here. So there's someone that's very spiritual. They follow their intuition, but also they love animals, so they're going to probably want a cat with you. They someone that actually is an early riser, so they're going to want to wake up early, to plan days or activities if you're off or on holiday. And more importantly, they're saying that they want to really keep the relationship grounded. They never want it to be like getting lost, for example, in like the social media world, or like in media, or just getting lost in the hustle and bustle of life. They feel like they want just to always keep grounded, to always think about the both of you and your wants and your needs. Okay, so they want to keep it, so with the healing light, the true love. Oh, and the leaf here is just falling on the true love. So they want to emphasize that they want this relationship and the true love to be kept safe and between the two of you, and it's just kind of a sacred, beautiful relationship that they found and that you are both in, and they are truly and utterly grateful for it. Okay, my lovely pile number 1, so that's all I have for you. And if you enjoyed this reading, please feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know it resonated. If you would like to claim this reading, then just type in claim with your pile in the comment box. And if you haven't subscribed already, I'd love to have you join, so please press the subscribe button, and whenever I upload any future spouse, future partner videos, then obviously you'll be notified. Otherwise, I wish you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi there, my lovely pile number 2, and welcome to your reading. So that's those of you that selected the star. So straight away, what I'm getting from your future spouse, so they just want to say that they feel like your wish come true. They just feel like having met you is the luckiest day. The day they met you is the luckiest day of their life. They are just so happy to have met you. And yeah, so let's have a look at messages from your future spouse. So we'll just see what comes up, okay? Because it might come up where in terms of messages, it will be from different timelines within the relationship. So it might be messages whilst you're in the relationship, so kind of future messages, or it might be kind of what they want to say now for when they meet you, or it might just be a little bit about you and kind of, you know, what you mean to them, or it might be about them and kind of what they want to say about themselves and what they're going through at the moment. So I don't know, so I just have to go with the flow and see what messages come through. For pile number 1, it was kind of within the actual relationship timeline, during the relationship, and also a little bit about the viewer's personality. So let's have a look. So we've got some messages here. Let's have a look at what they want to say. So there is so much more than meets the eye. So they kind of want to say, in terms of you, they feel like there's so much more than meets the eye. So when they first met you, they most probably, so for most of you, they just thought, you know, physically you were very attractive, and they wanted to get to know you on that basis of, and they had no idea that it would evolve or develop into more. And as they got to know you, they really got to admire and really enjoy the person that you are, the things that you do and who you are. But also they just want to let you know that there's a lot more to them than meets the eye. So you know, your first impression of them might be a particular impression, and you might just see them as a someone in you know, in that light. So I don't know, for example, if you meet them and they're very well dressed or very smartly dressed, you might just assume that they are a little bit more uptight, or they are someone that makes a lot of money, or they are, you know, very into the corporate world. But they just want to say that there's a lot more to them than that. They do have a spiritual side, and they do have a side where they are more family orientated. So they just want to say there's a lot more there than you will initially see. So let's go on an adventure. So that links into there's a lot more than meets the eye. They're very adventurous, and they love to go on adventures, weekend aways or little getaways to other countries, but they like to do things that are different and they've never done before. I have fallen really hard for you. So like when they meet you and you start going out, obviously being a future spouse, future partner, they are going to really fall for you. I feel like they're trying to say, I have fallen for you before you fell for me. I knew you were the one right from the get-go. They are very surprised to know how you're accepting your family are. So it could be, for some viewers, you might be like in a mixed race relationship. So you might be, your partner might be maybe a different religion, or you know, from totally different countries, whatever it is, or it might be kind of same-sex relationship. But your family are going to be so accepting, and they are just wanting to emphasize that they are so grateful. They were worried, you know, whether they'll be accepted, because they're saying that it means a lot to me to be liked by your family and friends, and the fact that I've been so welcomed in is very meaningful. I've never met anyone like you, and I support your dreams. You are mine, I'm so lucky. So again, they want to say they've never met anyone like you, so you're quite unique. So it could be also like you're different from their usual type. Throughout the relationship, they're wanting to say that they're going to support your dreams, and they're so grateful that you are always supporting them as well. So you're both going to be supporting each other's endeavors, dreams, goals. You're both going to, even if you have different goals, like obviously maybe totally different careers, and different goals in that way. So one might be more academic, one might be sort of more practical, and that whatever it is, they feel like they support your dreams, and they're always going to support your dream. They're saying that you are a beauty queen, regardless of gender. Just take it as it resonates and flip it over to whichever gender resonates with you. But they're saying that you are mine, I'm so lucky. I'm getting the image of them being really proud to have you on their arms, or to be walking down the road with them. They love the way that you dress. They love your sense of style. They love your perfume or aftershave. They just love the way that you dress up. Yeah, so that's what I get so far. Now let's get some oracle cards for you and get some more information. Okay, pile number 2. Messages from your future spouse, future partner, pile number 2. So I'm getting specific messages here. So we've got family, friends and guides. Again, it's come out how grateful and how loving they feel your family and friends are. In addition, they want you to know that their friends and family will also be very caring, accepting and open arms, and very willing to get to know you. And if it's not the case for some of you, they're saying that their friends are their family, and they feel like they consider their friends their family. So to them it's more important what their friends feel than their family. Okay, so that's a specific message. They feel like they're constantly being guided, and the relationship is something that is they feel like you've both been guided into each other's lives. For some of you, you might meet at work, or it might be someone that gives you some professional assistance, advice. So it might not just be career related, but it might be some sort of professional work, client, or something along those lines. And they're saying that when they first met you, they knew they were immediately attracted to you and they wanted to start dating you, but it was awkward at first, or it's going to be awkward at first. They're going to have a mask on, so they're going to keep it kind of very professional, so you won't know that they're attracted to you initially, because they're going to try and test and see how you feel before they, push, not push their boundaries, but before they make their feelings clear, or before they start flirting, because they do not want to get in trouble. So I feel like when you first meet your future spouse, you're not going to know, or your future partner, you're not going to really know that they're into you, but they are going to be so into you, and that's kind of what they want to say. I had to be professional, I had to put up a front, and I had to keep our conversations very professional, or very work orientated, or very, whatever it is that you've come together, whether it's study or work, or legal aid assistance, or anything along those lines. They just want to say, obviously then they had to keep it at that level. Okay, that's really interesting. Okay, let's see what other information we get. Oh, number 2. Spiritual growth. I'm getting that what they want to say at the moment is that they are working on their spirituality. So they are not as evolved or as you are. So they're saying that you are more spiritual, or more understanding of what spirituality means than them. That spirituality is different for everyone, and it looks different, and everyone's on a different journey. But for them, they are saying that they're still learning, they're still growing, but they're saying that they're going to learn more when they meet you, and you're going to open their eyes to the spiritual world, where they're going to start to maybe grow and learn more about what it means to them. So they're saying that they are completely, this was at the bottom of the pile, but Pluto, they are really going to surrender to you, to the relationship. So once they're saying that once I become comfortable and feel like you are attracted to me, or this could turn into a relationship, and during that time is when I'm going to surrender and just go with it. So I feel like your future spouse at the start, or your future partner, is going to be in their head a lot. They're going to be very structured in the way that they think, they feel, and they act. So they're not going to budge. For example, for some of you, there might be you might be their client, for example, and that might be a solicitor. This is just an example. So they will just keep it obviously to professional, but then when they get to know you, they get to things get you get to warm up to each other's energy, you get talking, they're then going to start to surrender and go with the flow, and then take lead from obviously what you are what's the word you are giving out in terms of your energy. And in that way they're saying that this relationship, this partnership, is going to be very transforming to them, especially around spirituality and in around surrendering. They feel like there's someone that's more of a corporate person, someone that's very professional, someone that has is some sort of leader, someone that may have their own business, and because they're in that sort of mindset, they are in that sort of environment, once they're in a relationship with you, they're very fixed obviously and structured, but once they start the relationship, you get to know each other, they're saying that things are going to evolve. So just be patient with me. Just kind of I want to have a peek into your world. I want to merge your world with mine. I'm wanting to surrender, to be open, and I'm willing to, and I'm very open to understanding what you're into. So that means in terms of spirituality and your understanding your faith and your belief. So they will be transforming what things are going to look like right at the start to what it's going to look like midway, or even once you start dating. Then it's going to be very different, and they just want you to be aware of that. It's going to be very different. It's not going to be as it seems. So it kind of links into there is so much more than meets the eye. That's what they're trying to say. There's a lot more that's to the relationship than you're initially gonna understand, feel, and know. Okay, let's see what other information I can get. A lot of movement once you first move. A lot of movement when you first meet. They're saying that I want to go, and really what they're saying is that they want to, when they first meet you, they're going to want to go towards you full guns blazing, like ask you out on a date, make their feelings clear and all of that. But with the moon, it's actually something that they're not going to do. So a lot of what they're thinking and what they're going to do is two separate things. So a lot of what they feel about you is going to be hidden. It's not going to be something that's going to be clear to you, and they just want you to make you aware. So it's not going to be something when you first meet you might be like, or this, you might I feel like you will be attracted to them, but you won't know how they feel. And they just want to confirm that, yeah, you won't, because I'm not going to make it clear, because I need to, because I have a lot going on, I have a lot of responsibilities, and I really don't want to obviously jeopardize anything. So with the world there's going to be a new cycle in their life in particular, and with the relationship. So where it's going to be kind of not super, kind of superficial in terms of the normal getting to know someone, asking, then going on to the date, then dating, talking, all of that is more the superficial type of energy before you get to know each other. Then it gets deeper, doesn't it? It gets deeper into really understanding and getting into each other's soul, really getting to know each other, your likes, dislikes, your beliefs and things like that. So there's going to be different cycles in that relationship, and you're both going to grow together. There's going to be a lot of transformation as you get deeper and deeper into the relationship. So there's going to be a lot of forward movement. So where you are at the start when you first meet to where you're going to be 3 months down the line is going to be like a major milestone. Then another 3 months is going to be a major, then a year. You're not even going to be able to recognize the relationship. It's going to be really deep, is what they're saying. Is going to be a really deep bond between the two of you. Okay, so that's the tarot. Let's get some, or actually let's leave these here and let's get some charms for you. If you're wearing headphones, then just turn them down or put it on mute for a second, just while I get your charms. So they're saying that when they first meet you, it's going to be like Cupid's arrow is going to strike, and they're all straight away going to be into you. It's going to be kind of love at first sight. But can you see how he's kind of looking at her in this picture? but obviously they're not going to be able to tell you that, but they're just, that's what they want to say. For them, it's going to be like Cupid's the Cupid's arrow has stricken or striked. Cupid's arrow is striked, and they're in love. When they first meet you, they're saying that they're going to think about you a lot. So when they first meet, they're saying you have no idea, but you know, when we first met, or when I'm going to first meet you, you're going to be on my mind all night. I'm just going to think about you before I go to bed, think about you whenever I'm not doing anything. It's just going to be about you. How am I going to get close to you? How am I going to ask you out? Or, you know, but obviously they are going to ask you out, and you know, it will be kind of a really good story to tell about how you first met. But that's just the message that's coming through in terms of at the start. They want to say that they're going to be really loyal to you. You don't need to worry about them cheating on you, looking at other people, where if you've been hurt in the past, that's not something that they are, you know, it's not in their nature, it's not their makeup, and it's nothing to do with, it's not who they are. So a lot of loyalty is there's gonna be throughout the relationship. And they want to say that you might meet me in the autumn. For some, they're saying we'll meet in the autumn, or for others it might be spring, but for I'm getting like when the leaves all drop off the trees is, you know, when a time that you might meet me. The relationship is going to be with the butterfly, transformative. It's going to be beautiful, and there's going to be a lot of changes. So don't be scared with the amount of changes that's going to happen. Go with the flow. And you know, as I said, they're saying that they're always going to be there for you, and they're always going to support your dreams. So even though they're kind of maybe more in the corporate world, or maybe sort of their work might be a bit more like a lot more responsibility, you know, they will always support you, so you will grow as an individual as well, outside of the relationship. Okay, so I feel like that's all I have for you, my pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up so I know it resonated. If you would like to claim the reading, then just tell me the pile you selected and claim it in the comments box below. If you haven't joined already, then please feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you join. I do loads of future spouse, future partner readings on this channel. And lastly, have a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are, and I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hi there, my lovely pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So that's for those of you that selected the cute little cat. So I feel like one of the messages, straight away looking at the charm, your future spouse is saying kind of trust your intuition in terms of how we'll meet. And so there might be kind of various events that will lead to you guys meeting. Okay, so just in general, I feel like they're just saying trust your intuition, do things that feel right. Don't do things because you feel you have to do it, or because other people are doing it, or because it's the trend, or because it kind of you think it's going to impress other people. So they're also, I feel like there's going to be a bit of luck with the way you guys will also meet. So when I say luck, it's just like feels a bit serendipitous in terms of your meeting. So that's just like a separate message that I'm getting. So let's look at your actual messages from your future spouse. So just to let you know, this reading isn't structured, so it's just whatever comes through. So it's been different messages so far for pile number 1 and 2. So it could be sort of messages from them now, or it could be messages from when you guys are together or in your relationship. So I don't know which timeline the messages will be coming from. but I'm just kind of freestyling and just kind of going with it and not making it rigid. Okay, so we've got quite a few messages that have come up already. So you are mine, I'm so lucky. So again, with the charm that came up at the start and your chosen charm, where I said it's going to be kind of serendipitous, I feel like they feel meeting you is they just feel lucky, and also it might be that you guys, when you meet, it won't be something that's going to be likely. So when I say that, it might be that you are not in the same friend group, or like you are not attending the same, or you know, you're not in an environment like where you guys will meet. It'll kind of be a kind of luck. So also they're saying that you are mine, I'm so lucky. So they can't believe that, they feel like they're punching, is what I'm getting with you. Okay, so you're quite, so they feel you're really attractive, and they just feel like, you know, they are very lucky that you are with them. Open-minded, I love that about you. So they're saying that you are someone that's very open-minded. You're not kind of rigid in your thinking, you go with the flow, and they love that about you. They love that you go with the flow. You don't you know, make decisions based on kind of the norm or the conventional norm. You are so focused and disciplined. So I feel like they're saying, well, they're saying you're focused and disciplined. So by the time you guys meet, they're gonna like the fact that you could be focused in various ways. So it could be that you work out at a particular time, then you might do some meditation, or you might you know, or you might just go start work early, or there's a and then you might just come home and cook you know, healthy meals, or you might just be disciplined and only like have takeout at the weekend. Whatever it is, it will look different for each of you, but there's something that you do that is kind of disciplined, and you don't really move for that. So when I say that, it's you are disciplined in a way that's for your well-being. Okay, I can't wait to see you again. So when you first meet, they are going to be instantly attracted to you. They're going to want to take you out, or they're going to want to be in a position where you ask them out. So they can't wait, they won't wait to be able to see you again, and they're going to be so excited for the next time that you meet. Let's have a look what else. Let's get a couple more. It's too many. So let's get two. So I will always have your back, and we can overcome any obstacle together. So I feel this person, they say they're going to be very loyal. So they're like, you know, I'll be, you know, no matter what's happening, I will always kind of have your back. Okay, so you don't need to worry. I feel like a lot of you might have had people or dated people in the past that didn't actually care about your well-being, or didn't actually care if you, like, say you had a slight conflict or you were going through any issues. They would just leave you to it, you know, kind of to defend yourself, and just to, you know, leave you out in the cold with the situation, but not actually kind of be there for you and have your back as your partner. And I'm feeling like that they're kind of saying, I'll have your back no matter what. You can rely on me. We can overcome any obstacles together. So whatever challenges that you face or you will face in your relationship, as a couple or individually, they're saying that well, we can overcome these obstacles together. You don't need to worry. You know, I will always kind of be there for you. Okay, so that's the actual messages. So we're going to pull some oracle cards and see what we get. Okay, let's have a look. So, pile number 3. Let's lift this up a tiny bit. There we go. Okay, pile number 3. What messages want to come through from their future spouse? Future spouse, future partner. So remember, it doesn't have to be a spouse. If you do not want to get married, it could be your partner, your next long-term relationship or committed relationship. Okay, so pile number 3. What does their partner want to say? It's too many. There we go. Milestone, your higher self, conflict and force come out for you. Okay. Okay, so then we got conscious lack. Okay, so I feel like with these messages, your partner, obviously you're going to be long-term partners, so in a very committed relationship. So they're saying, I'm going to celebrate all our milestones together. So everything will be a big deal. Anniversaries, birthdays, even if we have, I'm getting anniversary for when we first moved into our property. So I feel like they'll be celebrating really momentous moments. And this person really loves to celebrate, and because they're really grateful for the good times and the times that you've had together and the duration, and they just find it really sacred. The journey and how you guys have kind of grown or will grow. So I'm getting, I'll celebrate each and every milestone with you. Everything will be a celebration. Birthdays, christening, events, but any events that are special to you, even, you know, your career. If once, you know, for example, say you've been in your job for 5 years, then they'll be like, oh wow, that's a major milestone there, let's celebrate, let's go out for dinner, you know, or you got this promotion, that's really amazing, let's celebrate, let's go out for dinner. So I'm getting a lot of celebration. I want to celebrate everything with you, every moment, every event, every good news. Life's to be enjoyed, not to be stressed about. Okay, I want this relationship to be full of celebration. I feel like there's a lot of love with your higher self there. I feel like this will be more of a spiritual connection. So there's a lot of, so do you remember at the start of the reading I was saying that you're going to meet kind of serendipitously, if that's a word. It was serendipitous, well, anyway, so the way that you're going to meet is kind of going to be really special and in a way lucky. So I feel like it's kind of both your higher selves calling each other into your lives. For some of you, I feel like you don't want to focus on kind of dating around or focus on meaningless relationship. You actually want to wait for someone that's, you know, your divine counterpart. So I feel like a lot of you are saying no, or like, you know, rejecting just random suitors, if that makes sense. And you if you are feeling that the relationship is not deep and you're not having that spiritual connection, then it's not something you're looking for. Okay, and I feel like that's the same with your future spouse, future partner. They feel the same, and because you are both focused on that kind of divine or that authentic or that, you know, that's really special union, then you're drawing each other in to each other's lives. So they're saying keep on focusing on yourself, keep on focusing on what feels good, keep on focusing on your hobbies, activities, I'm getting, and that way I'm doing the same. That way we will be together. I'm getting that when we are together, we can, do you remember we had conflict? So we can overcome any obstacles together. So this card here, so I will just pop it on there because I feel like it links, because they're kind of saying any conflict or any, so you could have any conflicts that you have with other people, they will kind of always have your back, as I said, but you know, they'll together you'll speak and you'll try and get to a resolution. But if you guys have conflict within your relationship, they're saying that we can overcome anything, any difficulties together, because I feel like they're focusing on becoming emotionally mature, and trying to see things from a larger perspective rather than bickering, which is what they've had in the past, where they're saying that they've had partners or a partner that was very bickery, very superficial, kind of very you know, not looking at things on a broader scale, and like bickering about silly little things, not being appreciative of life. So I feel like they're saying that with you, they feel so lucky that they've met you, that you're not someone like that. You're someone that sees the bigger picture and is able to come to a resolution and an agreement, and for the greater good of others and the relationship. With a conscious of lack, I feel like if there are any difficulties that you guys face in your relationship, where say you have a brief time where you might have difficulty with finances, or you might not have as much income coming in as you want, or you know, or if sales are not doing as well in the business in 1 month, or kind of in one particular season, I feel like they're saying don't worry, again, we can overcome these obstacles together if there are any issues. So I'm being drawn just to do, let me see, I'm going to get clarification for that lack. I'm being drawn to pull another one of these. Yeah, we make a good team. Perfect. So what they're saying is, even if you guys come into any difficulty, together as a team, you are able to overcome that difficulty. So it will be either through changing your energy, having kind of more positive thinking, looking at the end goal, looking at, you know, where you want to focus and kind of where you want to go in life, will kind of draw in a different energy, and you can overturn kind of any difficulties you guys are going through. Okay, so I feel it's kind of through your spiritual work and understanding that you guys can overcome. If you do come across any difficulties, they're saying, then it will just be something that's kind of not an issue. But I'm also getting, I've come from a lack, and I've come from a consciousness of lack, sorry. So I feel like your future spouse is saying they've had financial difficulties before and they don't want to be there again, or they don't want to go there again. At the moment, they're focusing on their money, they're focusing on their career, they're focusing on bringing stability into their life, so that when you guys come into union, they'll be able to provide, or they'll be able to contribute together, or come into union to have a proper stable relationship. Okay, so it kind of resonate differently for everyone. So they're saying that at the moment, I just want to focus on myself, my career, my money, and just so you know, it's all looking good, or it's, you know, all looking stable or feeling stable when I come into union. So we have the North Node, destined to have. So as I said earlier, it was you are going to meet in a way that's very lucky and serendipitous and kind of fated, and it kind of is confirmed with this oracle, which is destined to have. This relationship, this union is destined. So the only thing that they're saying that you really need to do right now is focus on yourself, focus on the best version of yourself, and more importantly, please don't do anything because you think you have to do it. So don't like go to a party because you feel like that's where you're going to meet me. if you're doing something because you feel you have to or for a reason, then that's not gonna, you know, get you to where you need to be and for us to meet. I need you to just focus on you, focus on yourself, and only take inspired action. So if something feels good and exciting, then do so. And if it's something that you really want to do because it's like something you've always wanted to do, like go ballet classes for example, or go I don't know, tennis classes, this is just random examples, then do it. Okay, just do it, even though it doesn't seem like it makes sense to other people around you. Like they might be saying to you, oh, that's totally random, why are you doing that? They're saying, no, just please do that because this is how we're going to be together. I'm getting I want you to know that this relationship is going to be really balanced, really fair, and I really want this relationship to be full of harmony and consideration. I will also always consider your feelings, and I feel like you will do mine. I want everything that we do together to be fair. So if we decide to move location or decide to move home, it was something that we both decided to do for the greater good of both of us, not just one. So everything that we're going to do in our relationship, I want you to know it's going to be fair and it's going to be in harmony with what resonates with you, me and us as a couple. If you do have any commitments or you have any you know, close family or relatives, then obviously I will take that into consideration. You won't ever have to, you know, do something that feels out of sorts. Okay, let's get some tarot and see if we can get some clarification. Other messages, not clarification, sorry. So for my lovely pile number 3, just a couple more messages. What does their future spouse want to say? Future spouse, future partner. Oh, okay, that came out in the reverse. So if you've ever had anxiety in previous relationship, or if you're going through any anxiety or stress, I want you to just stop thinking, get out your head. But more importantly, they're saying that this relationship is not going to be full of anxiety. It's not going to be stressful no matter what you're going to go through together as a couple. You know, this is kind of something that they want to avoid. It's something that they're not going to want in the relationship. So no stress, no staying up at night worrying about anything. They want you to know that they will always look to the future. They will always make decisions based on the best outcome and the best for both of your future and your family. We have the moon and one more. Oh, the devil wants to come out. So I feel like they're saying, this could be them or you, but they're saying that previously they've had a toxic relationship, or they've been people that was very toxic. They've been with people that were like just concerned about material, not material, so money really, and they were just dating them either for their looks or just for, you know, just for the other aspect of a relationship, or money. So there was something from their previous partner that wasn't great, and they're saying that this is totally different, this relationship. They feel very free. They feel like they can do, conquer the unknown together, and they're fine to be in the unknown with you. So, you know, sometimes even though we plan events or we plan where we want to go, things happen that is out of our control, but they are happy with that with you. They feel kind of safe, and they feel like there is no they don't want to hide, they don't want anything hidden, is what they're saying. They want to be truthful. They want this relationship to be truthful. Yeah, in the past they've had really toxic partnership, or people around them that were very toxic, kind of lying, hiding things from them, just being like really dodgy. This is very new. They say that you're a breath of fresh air, you're nothing like I've experienced before. But and also I feel like I want to bring that to you. I never want to bring any stress to this relationship either, and I just want to treat you like a angel. Okay, so that's what I'm getting in terms of their messages from your future spouse. What I'm going to do is get a few charms and see if I can get anything else. Sorry, if you have headphones on, then just turn it down or put it on mute for a moment, just while I get your charms. Pile number 3. Okay. So pile number 3. So I feel like your partner, so we've got rabbit twice, we've got a cute little pearl, owl, there's a scorpion there. So your partner, future partner, might be a Scorpio for some of you. I feel like this person's a bit of a night owl. So they're saying that they really enjoy going out in the evening. So it could be like for drives or just going out for dinner, cinema, but they really enjoy evenings, events as well. They enjoy the evening. They're saying they love the evening, so they like going out into nature as well. For some of you, they'll be going out camping, they'll be going to the beach. They're just, I'm getting, I want to go out with you a lot. I want to do a lot with you. I want to take you places. I'm getting beach, you know, in the evening, but also they're going to be very attracted to you. So the bedroom element's going to be fantastic, and very healthy. I feel like you two won't be able to keep your hands off each other, and they're actually saying like, I won't be able to keep my hands off you. You are just kind of my dream person. I'm very attracted to you. And I'm saying I'm feeling like this person does like the ocean, and so if you guys live in an area where there's it's easy to get to the beach, they're going to want to go to the beach a lot. They're saying I want to buy you loads of gifts. I just feel like this person will be gifting you kind of small little pieces of jewelry, but they're also just saying that they want to take things easy, they want to go slow. So they're not going to pressure any changes. So when you first meet them, they're just going to go with the flow in the relationship. They're just going to kind of fill your battery, or each other's batteries, lots of love, laughter, and really getting to know each other. I feel like that's what is going to happen when you kind of first meet. So they're saying really want to get to know you, and then kind of slowly build the bond together, and just slowly build our bond, so we get really close, we'll get to really know each other inside out. I really want to get to know you inside out, and I want to know what you're into, what you don't like, and I feel like this person's going to want to have kind of talks around what, so when we talk about the word spiritual and spirituality, it's different for everyone. People, you know, everyone's kind of into different elements of it, so they want to find out kind of what you know, they're going to be kind of intrigued on your take, you know, what you're into. For example, say you read tarot or you watch a lot of tarot, then they're going to probably, you know, be interested in that and want to know more. But yeah, so I do feel, so this person might be a Capricorn, Scorpio, or Pisces, or you might be, and that's it. I think that's all I'm getting in terms of messages from your future spouse or partner. Yeah, so my pile number 3, I hope you really enjoyed your reading. If you did, then please feel free to give it a thumbs up, but more importantly, claim your reading, and you can do so in the comment box below. So pile 3, and then just say claim. If you haven't subscribed already, then please feel free to join. I do loads of future spouse, future partner readings. I'll also do some relationship readings, so for those that are in connections, and I'll be doing a lot more of those in the future. So just feel free to subscribe. I love to have you join, but I just want to say thank you for watching this video today, and I just wish you a lovely morning, afternoon or evening, depending where you are, and I do hope to see you soon. Take care, my lovely. Bye.